Good morning, Cathedral. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Sheridan with your morning announcements for Thursday, April 24th.
Let's start off today's show with a message from Mrs. Cannon.
Good morning, Cathedral. Wow, pretty exciting week. Thank you to all the Best Buddies for an outstanding and successful Best Buddies basketball event yesterday. To all who helped to plan, together with staff advisors, including Mrs. Daly and Ms. Gervais, to the very spirited students and staff who cheered on the participants, and to the interesting reffing from Mr. Daly. For sure, not one controversial call. Very well done. Well done. Congratulations. Well, also, if you take a look at today's Spectator in the sports section, and the top story is about a national story with the Dundas Real McCoys and their hockey, but also on that page is a wonderful story and photograph of our indoor boys soccer team winning their city championship title. So I know we already did have them on the air, and along with their coaches, Mr. Mazuka and Mr. DeClaudio, but it's also in today's Spectator. You might wonder, we've got a little bit of a crowd this morning, and certainly a happy crowd. I have with me Mrs. DiGregorio, Cameron, and Lee. Well, last night at the McMaster Innovation Park at the IEC Mighty Pitch, and the Mighty Pitch is similar to Dragon's Den, if anyone's familiar with that. 7 of our Cathedral students presented innovative ideas that were pitched to the crowd, to the panel of judges, and to the audience. Well done, and congratulations to all the participants. And we have here Mrs. DiGregorio reading their names.
Okay, so congratulations to Roxy, Jesse, Cameron, Vance, Anna, Lee, and Omer.
Very good. And first place went to Cameron Mills for his Excipio photography. And Lee Van Selucombe for his bike repair extraordinary. Sorry, Lee. You see the footage there. Mr. Trabuco was on hand, as always, to record the wonderful moments and the evening. It went very, very well. Wonderful pitches, great comments from the audience and from the panel, certainly well thought out ideas and some groundbreaking ideas. In presenting the reasons for Cameron's first place standing, Mark Stewart, one of the judges and on the panel and associated with the IEC, himself a Cathedral grad and a McMaster grad, and also a successful small business owner and operator. Well, Mark had this to say about Excipio, a strong core business. Cameron identified the target customer to drive the marketing target. He identified the people who would use the service and how each of them would be coming to know about the service. He was confident and persuasive, and he had already been operating his business. A strong business and marketing smarts in the ideas that were all presented. Well done. We are very proud of each of you and of your achievements. Thank you to our teacher liaison with IEC, Mrs. Ciapana, Mrs. DiGregorio, to the tremendous support throughout this and yesterday evening from Mr. Patarakia, Mr. Trabuco, Mr. Bellavia, and to the IEC personnel who have been consistently with us supporting our students, Alex Ramirez, Lorenzo Soma, and we also had one of our mentors, Mrs. Shaver, a past co-op teacher here at Cathedral. We hope to see you next year joining the rewarding and exciting venture into this entrepreneurial program. So well done, and a few comments from Mrs. DiGregorio.
Yes, I won't take up too much time. It sure is a good morning for me, especially. I'm not used to winning. I'm a Leaf fan, so I'm so proud of all the Mighty program participants. The courage and professionalism they showed last night was truly amazing. We didn't know what to expect with this program, as it was the first year that the program has run. But I told the students, as with anything, if you commit and follow through, good things will happen. These students volunteered their time for 13 weeks, meeting after school to learn about the world of business. They stood in front of a room full of unfamiliar faces and pitched an idea for a small venture, much like Ms. Cannon alluded to on the Dragon's Den. And if that wasn't enough, they faced questions from a panel of industry judges. They were creative, passionate, and witty with their answers. Turning an idea into a viable business plan is the essence of entrepreneurship. Lee and Cameron and all of the participants let their entrepreneurial spirit shine through last night with impressive and well-prepared pitches. Your future sure looked bright. I just want to note that also with their winning their titles, they also were rewarded with $500 each for professional branding from one of the entrepreneurs that was present last night. So congratulations, guys. Very proud.
Well done. Well done. So have a great day. You will be getting information because today we will be celebrating the Holy Eucharist in a Mass, so you'll get information about that. Have a great day, Cathedral. Now back to our anchors.
Thanks, Miss. Today, Cathedral will be having its annual Red Tape Day, where students can show support for building a culture of life by wearing a red tape message on their uniform, learning about life issues, using social media, and new this year by donating gently used baby clothes and items. See you at lunch, and thank you from the Culture of Life Committee. And speaking of committees, a reminder to clubs who post flyers for events. Please remove the flyer when the event has passed and taken place. Let's keep Cathedral's walls uncluttered and remove stale, dated posters and flyers. Thank you for your cooperation.
Students are asked to please return all outstanding books to the Learning Commons, aka the library, as soon as possible. Mrs. O'Brien will be making her rounds to remind you about overdue books next week if you forget. And today after school, the grad committee members are asked to meet in the guidance office. Thanks for Mrs. Tabone.
Are you in grade 12 and graduating this year? Do you need some money to help fund your post-secondary education? The Cathedral Student Enterprises is offering bursaries for up to $2,500. The CSE bursaries are for Cathedral students only. Your application must include at least 2 reference letters and a personal write-up explaining why you should get up to $2,500 for school. If you haven't already done so, pick up a form from the CSE, room 312, or the guidance office, and be sure to hand it in to Mrs. DiGregorio by May 1st.
And speaking of bursaries, a Cathedral graduate donor is awarding 3 bursaries with a value of $500 each. The awards are in honor of Father Ryan Kennedy, class of 44, Monsignor Harvey Roach, class of 48, and Mrs. Mary Williamson, class of 44. To be eligible, you must be a 2014 graduate, you must be accepted into a post-secondary institution of learning, and begin studies before December 2014, and you must have a financial need. Bursaries will be awarded to the applicants who satisfy the requirements and outline in their 250 to 300-word essay their financial need. Please include a copy of your transcript with the essay. The due date for these bursaries is May 7th. See Mrs. Brotherston if you have any questions.
Beginning tomorrow, the French Club will be going to Period 4 classes to collect donations for the Canadian Cancer Society. With your donation, you will receive a daffodil pin to wear as a symbol of your support. They will also be collecting donations next week on Monday and Tuesday. The French Club asks, who are you wearing it for?
I'm wearing it
for
my friend,
mon grand-père et mon oncle.
for my grandfather,
For my mom and my dad.
Pour mon grand-père. I'm wearing it for my grandfather.
for my cousin,
I am wearing this pin for my mother who beat breast cancer.
Je la porte pour ma grand-mère.
Je la porte pour ma tante et ma grand-mère.
My cousin and also a friend of mine that's going through breast cancer right now.
Je la porte pour mon ami.
I'm wearing it for my grandfather.
Welcome back. Thanks to Madame Sully and the French Club for that video. And speaking of Madame Sully, her Period 2 Grade 11 French immersion class are asked to go directly to the library today.
A Jostens ring rep will be here at Cathedral for one day only to take graduation ring orders. Next Thursday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can place an order for your grad ring with a $60 deposit and you will receive a free companion ring. Look at the rings online at jostens.ca or grab a ring book in the main office.
The Astronomy Club will be getting the telescope out tonight for a stargazing session as they take in the beauty of majestic Jupiter and its moons. As we are in the midst of the Lyrids meteor shower, stargazers may also be making wishes upon a few falling stars. The club is to meet at the Wentworth Street doors tonight at 8:30 p.m. Yes, that's right, 8:30 p.m. and the viewing session will run until 9:30 p.m. It will be a chilly evening, so dress warm. There will not be a meeting after school, so those who plan to participate are asked to see Mr. Patarakia in room 308 or the CSE office sometime today to confirm their attendance for the evening viewing.
Tomorrow is the presidential election for next year's Student Council. All students who are registered to return to Cathedral in September are eligible to vote this Friday. After period 1 tomorrow, live speeches will take place here on CHSTV and voting will take place immediately after. Those students with a period 1 spare or those who have co-op can vote in the main office until noon tomorrow. Remember, you must be registered to be able to vote, so if you haven't already done so, please register for your classes at pathtosuccess.ca and submit your registration to the main office.
The Hamilton Out of the Cold program is holding its annual appreciation dinner on April 30th and are looking for 5 to 6 student volunteers to help set up and serve tables. Anyone interested is to see Mr. Nordoff for details. And speaking of volunteering, help fill the volunteer bus for the escarpment cleanup this Sunday at 10. The bus will leave from the school's parking lot to clean up the Rosedale Arena area where you will have a barbecue afterwards. You will return to school by 3:30. 6 Christian service hours will be given for your time. Please get a release form and guidance and dress for the weather.
After a long winter hiatus, the girls' varsity rugby team was finally back in action yesterday in their season opener against the tough and significantly improved Cardinal Newman Cardinals. It was a close match, but in true Blue spirit, our girls fought their way to a 12-10 victory over their tenacious opponent. Well-earned tries were scored by Philippa Shake-and-Bake Blake and Kelsey Pull-My-Finger Dexter, while the winning convert was kicked by Ariana, the sharpshooter Romo Cortez. A big shout-out goes to Tashay Get Out of My Way Williams, whose unstoppable attacks left dozens of red shirts in her wake. Key defensive plays by Adriana the Wall Oval and Delisha All the Rage Page helped to secure a well-deserved win. Congratulations to all the girls in their first win of what looks to be a very exciting season. Their next game is this coming Monday at SJB at 3:00 p.m. Fans are encouraged to come out and cheer them on. The girls are reminded of their practice tonight at Woodlands Park right after school.
Yesterday, your senior boys soccer team earned their first win of the season, defeating St. Mary's 3-0. Goal scorers for the Gales were Benin Lubang with 2 and Jeffrey Palacios with 1. Today's practice is canceled. See you at training on Monday. Thanks from the coaches.
Are you interested in playing touch football this spring? The sport is open to both males and females in all grades. If you're interested, please attend a short but mandatory meeting tomorrow after dismissal. The meeting will be held in room 307 at 3 p.m. Please see either Mr. M. Juba or Mr. P. Juba with any questions.
Attention junior girls interested in trying out for junior badminton. There will be a tryout today in the gym from 3 to 5. That's junior girls only. Thanks from coaches Chafe and Bertoya.
And those are all of your announcements for today, Cathedral.
Happy birthday goes out to 3 staff members, Mrs. Daly, Miss DiBiase, and Mrs. Nezazon.
We leave you now with a quick look back at yesterday's awesome Best Buddies basketball game.
Have a great day, Gales, and thanks for watching.